me some advice for a specific position, which
Okay.
was I just got into the agency space very recently. Previously, I had some experience with ecom, but I just went full dive into the agency space about, I'd say, like a month or two ago.
Nice. Nice. Like what were you doing in ecom before?
I was just doing basic drop shipping for myself throughout high school just to like pay for food, clothing, and whatnot. So I
Nice.
had some experience with the Facebook business manager. And
Yeah.
then through that, I also have some family members in real estate. So I thought, maybe I can leverage an SMMA for realtors. So I've been committed to that ever since.
Okay. Cool. So what have you done since you last got on a call with Hassan?
Um, Hassan told me like for my specific case, I'm not really in a position where like I could utilize your strategies or like your help too
Yeah.
much yet because I'm more of a beginner. So he told me to really just focus as much of my time on outreach as possible, and really get that going and get comfortable with it. So I've set up a Facebook outreach method, which I've been really focusing on. I
Yeah.
connected with someone who runs an SMMA realtor business, and he told me that Facebook is a really good way to go, as well as LinkedIn. I'm also starting on my LinkedIn outreach and trying to get that up and running.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of responses are you getting, or have you not started yet?
I've been getting some responses actually, like in terms of responses, some people are interested, some older gentlemen or like especially sharks, they really just don't care and they blatantly tell me that because like realtors are kind of blunt people.
Yep.
Um, because of my family members and unique connections, I also managed to have like a few in real life pitches, even though I know that's not optimal. It
Yeah.
was a good opportunity because I could be pressed. Like I was pretty much just pressed by like realtors for 30 minutes. They're just asking me all kinds of questions, and that was a helpful experience. But in terms of refining my offer, that actually helped me, boil things down to actually appointments instead of just offering lead gen or stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Guys, if you can be on camera, be on camera. Like there's no need to just not have your
Yeah,
camera
sure.
on. Cool, man. Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Oleg, Dinesh, let's go, guys. Can't be talking to names. Like, okay, cool, nice. So what is your offer right now? So you're booking meet appointments for realtors? Is that it?
Yeah. So my current offer is I'm offering 15 to like 25 appointments that are realtor related on their schedule for the
Mhm.
first month that they're with me. And I'm
Nice.
currently charging 1,500 Canadian for that.
Okay. But you said you had experience in ecom. Why did you go to real estate?
I went to real estate just based off of my family connections because I did have experience with ecom for myself for drop
Yeah.
shipping, but this was kind of back in the day when you could just drop, like some screenshots on an Instagram
Yeah.
ad and it would just do so well by itself.
Okay.
I have realized that things kind of changed now, and I could go for ecom again, but I just feel like because the real estate market in Toronto is so hot and I have some family connections, this might be
Yeah.
decent.
But have you gotten have you gotten any clients from your family connections?
I got people that said they were willing to partner with me, but because they're like specific family connections, they want to like leverage that and kind of get some bonuses. I'm
Yeah.
not really too open to doing that.
Yeah. And have you, so fulfillment wise, do you have a partner, or like how are you currently doing things?
I have managed to find a media buyer who actually worked a very similar position. There was a real estate SMMA agency which he worked with for about 3 years, and he was their main media buyer. In terms
Mhm.
of actually testing his expertise, I guess that hasn't happened yet because I've yet to, get my first few clients on. But
Yeah.
I believe from what we've spoken over, he seems to have an aptitude for Facebook Business Manager and lead gen.
Okay, cool. Okay. And can you tell me number wise, how much volume do you think you've done with outreach?
With outreach, the metrics I've been hitting, um, In terms of calling people manually, it's about 20 to 30 calls a day, because I've heard that's actually quite a good system of, getting over like your shaky voice and just
Yeah.
dealing with on the fly responses. I've been warming up my Facebook account. I don't want to go overboard with about 20 to 30 friend requests a day, and then the next day into messages, and then as well as LinkedIn. Because actually my LinkedIn is so new, I actually just had to wait a day just to create my page and get it up and running now.
Okay. But in the last 2 months, can you give me like
In the last 2 months, I would
number one
say
ballpark?
not more than an average of 200 total.
200 total in the last 2 months
Yeah,
of outreach?
of
Okay,
manual
cool.
outreach myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then that's not enough volume for me to even say that this offer doesn't work, because of course the offer works. And for me, my advice to you is you're not gonna sign clients doing this volume. Like it doesn't matter if it's e-com, it doesn't matter if your family is connected with a million realtors, you're not going to win doing this kind of volume. Well, like I don't even care if you're on 10 platforms, if you're doing cold calls. No. It's 300 a day minimum, right?
300 a day minimum.
Now, the question you should ask yourself is, one, do you have, because you can't do it yourself. You're not going to do it yourself. It's impossible, right? So now the question you should ask yourself is, what kind of infrastructure can I build so that I can do 300 hours per day? And you don't need to be on 3 different platforms. You just need to be on like 2, maybe max 3.
Would you recommend sticking to maybe like Facebook and LinkedIn?
Yeah, I think Facebook and Instagram could be good. The only issue with LinkedIn is just the limiting thing that it has. You're kind of like capped to how much volume you can actually do, because you have to connect with them, and then you have to wait until they accept your connection. Then you have to send them a message. So it's like there's a long delay. But if you hit them up on Instagram, most people on Instagram are using that platform pretty consistently. So I would suggest IG.
So perhaps Facebook and Instagram. Okay.
Yeah. But man, like to be honest with you, I wouldn't go after real estate right now. I would not. Because what you have to understand is these guys have been making money way before Facebook. They've been selling homes. They know how to get leads. Like how hard it is to break through is going to be really painful for you. And even if you have a good offer, I mean, you know how many good offers they've seen in their life? A whole bunch. So it's like good offers don't even make them, like you could give them like, hey, I'll give you 10 appointments a day. They'll be like, yeah, whatever. Because they get spammed so much with these offers that all these claims they've become numb to them, right? So what I would suggest is you're getting started. How old are you right now?
I'm 21.
Okay, cool. You're 21. You're too young to be dealing with a market that is hard to actually win in. What I would suggest is you have time to lose, you have time to try different things, go to a different market where the market is actually a lot more interested in new offers. Like as an example, like we have a lot of customers who are killing it with TikTok, right? People who have zero experience, literally, like at least you have even done some ads before and you've made some sales online. We have someone who just recently started, literally maybe went through one course and started a content offer for TikTok, and she signed a 2.5K deal. No prior experience whatsoever, right? And the person was happy to give her 2.5K. It was probably her first or second sales call, right? So for me, my advice is, if you're just starting out, why would you go try to sell to a sophisticated market? That's literally I mean, it's unless you like to lose. How painful is it to do those 20, 30 cold calls a day?
Honestly, it's an interesting dynamic. Like, because they're salesy persons or people for that matter, some of them like are like, okay, cut to the crap, like what are you gonna do for me? And then some of them actually want to hear my whole like spiel, but
But
it's not too
how
bad.
okay, cool. But how does it feel when you've gone, the first Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and you still haven't gotten any actual sales call and someone interested?
Yeah, I'm second guessing myself now that you tell me that perhaps I've chosen a more difficult market, because my original thought process was like, okay, realtors have, a decent cash flow, and they spend money on advertising and stuff, so they're interested in this. Like there's old guys that have, like a phone full of contacts, and like they just call someone up when they get a new listing, and usually the house
Yeah.
has gone like that, so maybe they'd have a budget for online ads or something like that. But perhaps I've been shooting myself in the foot going for a harder market.
Yeah, let's Google that. Let's Google your fact. How much does average real estate agent make in Canada? Average, they make 11K per home transaction, and average on 10 transaction a year. So that they make around 118 grand in Canada, right? How much were you charge? You were thinking of charging them what, 1,500, right?
1,500, and I plan on even
How much on
perhaps
ad spend?
increasing that later. Ad spend would be 500.
500. How much? How much? What? How much result do you think you're gonna generate with 500 bucks on ads?
I've been told that like the current lead gen cost is like between $3 to $5, and like if they just sign like for the first month, like they could see between 15 to 30 appointments with 500 bucks. I mean, things might have to be scaled further if they want to stay on longer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're not, and then, but you said that you're generating appointments, so it's
Correct.
not just generating leads. How are you going to be generating, these appointments once the lead has come in?
What I plan on leveraging is like before I even tried this, I tried setting up a go high level like SaaS business, and through like just running through like setting up the SaaS and whatnot, I managed to familiarize myself with like the functions. And through that, I saw that, okay, this is what other realtor SMAs are using to actually bring people into their pipeline and like keep them from, warm lead to, interested, and actually manage to put this on a calendar for their client. So I think I could use that software or that CRM to manage to get leads into the pipeline and eventually put them onto the calendar or schedule of the realtor. But this is
Okay.
even if I stick with this niche, because you've made me
Yeah,
second guess myself.
you're see, this is the reason why most people fail in business, right? They start out, they're, oh, I'm maybe near this niche, so let me go target this niche that I'm a bit more familiar with. And then they're like, okay, I'm gonna start this pricing 1,500 bucks a month, which is pretty okay. I don't think 1,500 bucks a month is a lot of money. But where you went wrong is thinking that with 500 bucks as an ad spend budget is going to get them. What did you say again? What was the promise for them? 15
It's about
appointments?
15 to 25 appointments
Appointments in
on
the
their
first month,
schedule.
right?
Yeah.
Cool. So that means that, let's do the math right now. If you're promising them 15 appointments, actually, let me show you, because this is the kind of math that you need to do, right? And then I'll show you how this system breaks once you actually start doing the math. 1 second. And also, like, you're not going to be getting $3 leads. Like, yes, you can get them, but these are going to be shitty leads. So you said 500 bucks ad spend, right?
Yeah.
On average, let's say $5 per lead, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now that means that you're going to be getting what, 100 leads per month, right?
Correct.
Now let's say you want to use, you said that you would be getting them 15 to 20 appointments per month from these 100 leads, okay? Which is a 15 to 20% conversion rate from a lead opting in to a lead booking a call, right? But what you did not understand is that I would say that 25% of everyone who opts in will give you bad, bad information, right? So meaning you'll end up with technically 75, leads with the right name, phone number, right?
Mhm.
And then you don't understand that when you put them in your CRM, there will be like a fall off period. Like there is going to be gaps, right? Where just because someone became a lead does not mean that they're going to be even receiving any more of your information, right? So let's say, actually, before we even talk about how many people are going to fall off, let's talk about how many are actually qualified. I would say that less than half of these people, right, 50% or more won't be qualified, right? So you'll be left with what, 37, 30, 40 leads, 37.5 leads, 38 leads, let's say, right?
Mhm.
38 leads in your pipeline who are qualified, right? And by qualify, you could ask them like, hey, do you have a certain amount of money? So you have, I don't know, like 100K cash, 100K liquid. Do you, are you looking to buy a home or sell a home in the next 90 days, right? So if they answer these questions, maybe they're qualified, right? Now, check this out. So you're telling me that with 38 leads, with a few email plus SMS automations, and maybe some cold calls, you're going to book 15, 20 meetings. Do you know how crazy this conversion rate is?
Yeah, it's looking like
If you're
I'm gonna have to increase
booking,
my
it's literally
ad
like
spend.
it's like 60. I mean, let's do the math. 1 second. Let's do the math right now. 15 divided by 30. Okay. You're booking like 40% to 50%, 50, I don't know, 52% on sales, on appointments, right? I don't know
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone who books 40 to 50% of everyone who becomes a qualified lead onto a sales call, right?
Yeah, it's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic, right? And
So
it's like, if what you also have to understand is that if $500 was the key, every realtor here would be making millions. But guess what? They're not. So this is crazy. This breaks. And it's like, this backend system, this follow-up system, because you're going to be building it yourself, I guess. Like, yeah, you're not going to be good enough to actually even get even like a 10% booking rate. You're going to need way more, a lot more follow-up. You're going to need people calling these people. As soon as the lead opts in, someone calls them, hey guys, I see that you just opted into this lead. We just wanted to ask you a few questions just to make sure that you're a good qualified person. And then are you free tomorrow or right now to actually jump on a call with the realtor? Something along those lines, right? But yeah, $500. I don't even know what you could do with $500. Even if you gave me $500, I don't even think I can eat for a day for it. So I don't think you're gonna make millions for these realtors. No, it's too much. It's too little.
got it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't even book meetings yourself. How the hell you expect to get meetings for them, you know? Like,
Well,
but I'm not saying that it's not, because I'm just saying that they're so sophisticated that even getting them on a call is pretty hard for you. It's like, but it's like it's the whole market that is like that. It's not even just the realtors, it's the people that are selling to the home and sellers, home buyers,
yeah,
and
it's a
home sellers.
very hard process.
Yeah, so you need to be like, you need to be so good that it's like, most people out there is just, I think one thing that the real estate market lacks, or people don't understand, is the importance of branding. Most realtors making millions have branded themselves. It's not really a question of like, oh, they're doing so much lead gen and this and that. No, these guys are on YouTube. Look at Ryan Serhant. That guy's making, billions in sales a year with his agency, but it's not necessarily because he's advertising more for lead gen.
Mhm.
He just is there. And when people want to sell their $1 million homes, guess who do they go to? They go to him, regardless of if the home seller has seen an ad with like, hey, we'll give you this or blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If I was you, I would get out of the real estate market or sell something new that they've never seen before, something that's like, that's shiny, right? Because everybody has shiny object syndrome. So like, just sell them something new and they're going to be like, oh, this is really nice. Let me try it.
Okay,
Yeah, cool. All right.
thank
Any
you.
last question for Miran?
No, I'm good, man. That was some great advice. Thank you, man.
Yeah, but yeah, sell something new. Don't sell this. Because I would even suggest you don't sell that, because you would actually be doing a disservice to realtors if you try to sell them what you're trying to sell them. It's not a thorough service. You're gonna lose every client you get in the first 2 weeks.
So, for example, like, I know you want me to change my entire niche, but let's say I were to stick with this, would you recommend, like, branding is so important with them. Let's say I could help them, I don't know, build a brand.
Yeah, help them, ask them, hey, show me every content that you end up building. Shoot video of every property that you visit, and give me these topics of videos of like, hey, what is, because just like on my YouTube, I share value for like people who are running online service businesses. Realtors, if they want to build a following, they need to share value for the people that they were actually looking to sell their services to, right? So I need educational content. Give them the topics, look at the top people, what they're doing, give them the topics of content, get them to shoot it in front of, using their phone, and then edit, chop it up and put it on Instagram, TikTok, Reels, all that good stuff. And that's your service. I would think that people would be happy to give you 1,500 a month for that service, because they're going to get, hundreds, thousands of views pretty easily. And they're going to start feeling good about themselves, because it's kind of like elevates them status wise, right? So so that's a service where they won't always be on your back, be like, oh, these leads aren't qualified, these guys aren't responding, blah 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 blah. Like, yeah.
So
So
move towards branding. Okay.
yeah, sell something where, I know a lot of people try to sell revenue generating stuff, but it's like, the people charge the most are people who aren't selling revenue generating things. I went, if I went to Miami the other day and I bought glasses for like $700, but do you know how much I would have to ask questions before I spend $700 on a service? I'd be like, what are you gonna do? What is the ROI? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
$700. Oh man, $700 is a lot of money. But I saw these glasses, I was like, yeah, I fucking want them. Fuck. Here's money. I didn't even think twice. I don't even think I checked the price. I didn't even know. I looked at my credit card the other day. I was like, oh shit, it was $700. I was like, fuck, that's a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how you make big money. And that's why for me, it's like our program is a lot of money, not because there's actually a factor that I want it to be expensive. Just because I'm not trying to sell you outreach services. I'm not trying to sell you virtual assistants. I'm not trying to sell you TikTok offer. I'm trying to sell you an amazing fucking experience, because I can guarantee you a fucking great experience. It's much bigger than email outreach. I'm going to take care of you for every single step of the way. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, man. No, thank you. Thank you for being on the call and thank you for sharing everything. All right, who's next? Who'd like to share what they're currently dealing with, and we try to solve that. And by the way, Cheyenne, if you have capital, like get back on a call with Hassan and tell him, hey man,
For sure, man. Yeah,
take my money, please.
of course.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah, Ollie, let's go. How you been, man?
Oh,
It's been a minute.
good, man. Good. I think we talked like a year ago, actually.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man. So like for a while, I've been yeah, I'll explain my situation a little bit. Doing the Facebook ad stuff, honestly, was sending out a ton and was booking meetings, but really wasn't really closing. And then I'm like, I decided like I would just go on Upwork, see the kind of jobs that would fit me, and I started getting some pretty good jobs. Like I kind of got scattered, so I had this one like Dustless Blasting Company. I've been working with for like 6 months now. I've been actually doing really good for them. And then I decided like I'm gonna stick with content creation because I'm actually like a content creator myself. I'm a musician, I'm an artist, and I achieved like 500,000 followers, like 90, almost 100 million views. So I'm like, I should probably lean into my strength. And so you like mentioned TikTok, and literally I went on Upwork after like watching one of your videos. I saw like someone looking for like TikTok influencers, literally booked a call and got hired with like literally no experience doing that, just because of, I guess, because my how much social media proof I got myself. But I've never even done that before. So I got this one client I've been doing business with for a while. But then I decided like, I really feel like I have a big amount of proof with just being a spiritual artist. So like I launched this new offer, started signing clients. I have clients right now. I have 4 clients right now, teaching spiritual artists how to explode their presence. So I was like, one of my questions was like, so this has been working out pretty well. I mean, I closed at about 27% booking rate. Do you think this is kind of like too niche, like spiritual artists, like helping them explode their presence
I
on
mean,
social
yeah.
media?
By the way, if you guys are on this call, can you just please put your camera on, please, because it's bad having to just see names all around. But coming back to your question, so check this out. This is what happens with business. Okay, you had a winner, you went to Upwork, you got hired, right, for TikTok, finding UGC creators, and then you went back to the thing that you want to sell. You got a few clients, which is 4 clients, which is not bad, which is actually good. But I want to know, how much money did you make from those 4 clients?
I've been around like 3,000 per month so far.
How much?
And I've been like doing all the work, most of the work.
They're paying you monthly?
Yeah, right.
What is the service that you're rendering?
So for the one business, it's finding content creators.
No, I mean the spiritual musician thing.
So it's basically it's a consulting thing. So I basically am consulting them, and I basically created a course, and alongside the course, they have basically one-on-one mentorship with me, where I basically they go through the course and I help them, daily, helping them make.
How much are you making from these?
Yeah. So that was part of my question. These tickets are like much lower tickets. They're like 500.
How much are you making from those 4 clients? How much did you make total?
5, like so 1, 2. It's some of them were cheaper, like 333. I signed.
Yeah. You see,
yesterday.
I'm bringing out the issue here. It's the unit economics don't fucking make sense. You're selling them. You're selling to a person who's. Do most people who are trying to do what you're consulting, is it more of a passion thing, right?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a passion thing.
How much money
Exactly.
did you invest in your passion when you were starting out?
I invested about $4,000, like probably around there.
Was over time, right? You didn't just spend 4 grand on one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it was over time. Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool. So that means that you are at your peak in your industry with hundreds and I don't know how many millions of views you got, and all you did was invest 4 grand. That means that if you went to this niche of spiritual artist,
Mhm.
the lifetime value of a customer would be 4 grand before they get to where you're at. Okay. Now, my question to you: do you want to build a business where the only money you can ever make from one customer is 4 grand?
So we're from one customer, you're saying total?
Yeah. Because that's what you said, you've invested in yourself, right? In your journey.
Right. Yeah.
So that means that the lifetime value of a customer, if you were to go to that people to sell to people just like yourself, it would be 4 grand over time, right? Do you know
Yeah.
how many
Yeah.
sales you would have to make at $300, $400 to be able to make $1 million?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You would literally probably die before you get there. So
Yeah.
no, don't try to solve for passion, solve painful problems. Like I don't know how to explain this, but it's like, and that's why for me, I've tried to stop helping too many coaches, because it's like most these coaches are coaching on stuff that people don't like, on passion. It's like, how do I create a sales argument on solving happiness? Like I don't know how to do outreach for happiness. Like what? I don't know how to charge 10 grand to improve someone's happiness or to improve someone like performance, like all these
Right. Right.
offers, like go back to solving for issue. Like someone wants to go from here to here. Someone wants to find creators. Someone wants to build a bigger brand on TikTok. Someone wants leads. Someone wants more money every month.
Yeah.
Fucking real pain,
So
right?
like part of like how I've been perceiving this, like there's this one guy, his name's like Robert Benjamin. I don't know if you know him. He's probably like he's one of the bigger like TikTok gurus. I mean he's just making insane amounts of money for helping people. Like it's very general. It's like helping basically anyone to blow up their social media. And I was thinking like, so maybe if I had like a large volume of lower ticket, then that can, add
Yeah,
up to
but do you have that though?
what's that?
The audience.
Do I have the audience?
To sell a lower ticket. I mean, if you have the audience and you have a $500 ticket price, cool, go ahead and sell it.
mm,
But
probably not the audience to where I want to get to,
yeah, no, but it's not that. It's the thing is like, yeah, the guy is selling social media, scaling your social media presence. But
Yeah.
if the audience actually also wants it, then of course it makes sense for him to be making money, right? It's like saying like, oh, Kylie Jenner makes a whole bunch of, she's a billionaire selling, or Rihanna is a billionaire selling like makeup. Well,
Right.
should you go ahead and sell makeup too? No, doesn't make sense.
Because she has the audience.
She has the audience. Most of the audiences use the things that she would be selling them. So it's like product market fit is already there. So like you shouldn't look at people saying like, no, just focus on people who are in your situation, who doesn't have that big of an audience, right? And who are actually making a whole bunch of money, right?
Mm,
And then you reverse engineer and build a solution, a service, solving a painful, like an actual thing, it's a problem in the marketplace, right? Like, I mean, I'd struggled to make money online until I figured out that I had to solve an actual issue.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Right. I don't
I
even
was
sell courses myself, like, because I'm like, I don't have yet the size of an audience where selling a course would make sense. But I wouldn't even want to sell courses because I have this mindset that I need to give information away for free instead of trying to sell
Right. Yeah.
ticket stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Got it.
for me, I would go ahead and get hired for find more creators, right? I know you said that you don't have experience in it, but there are so many people who can have the experience in it. You can hire them and they fulfill. And
Mhm.
the fact that when you got that first client, you didn't go all in on it. How much money did you make from that one? Did you make any money?
Yeah. I mean, it's been like we ran 2 campaigns. It was about like 2,000 revenue.
Come on, man. You
Yeah.
made 2 grand from one person, but you're trying to go sell $300 packages. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Right.
Like
So
you literally have money in front of you, but you're choosing to go sell stuff that you want to sell.
yeah. Yeah. So like alongside like along the lines of like consulting, so I do have this other client who's like he's like able to pay me 1,200 for just creating content for his music composition business. So and I can't even right now fulfill the work because it's me, and I'm look right now I'm hiring someone to like help me with this kind of thing. So I'm like, well, maybe instead of like going for like the spiritual artist, maybe I can go for just creators or businesses that just need um, you know, video editing and basically just creating the content for them, even if it's not through influencers. Um, maybe like it's a creator who's already like making content, but he doesn't have like the good like editing, like, you know what I mean, like the Hormozy style, like how you have your style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, since I already have this one client who's paying me 1,200 a month, I can kind of do the video editing for
Yeah.
creators and
Yeah.
brands.
I mean, you're already making money. I don't know why you're trying to get distracted by other stuff. Like, what's paying you, at the end of each month, where the money is coming from.
Yeah.
And you need to go all in on that. Like it's like you gotta be aware. You gotta take a step back and be like, hey, I've made 5K in the last 60 days. Where did this 5K come from? What is the thing that I can repeat that can make me an extra 5K? Because if you're making 1,200, you can make 12 grand. I'm not sure if you understand that.
Yeah.
You're choosing to only make 1,200 from that client.
Mm.
You can go find 10 more clients paying you 1,200. You can even increase it to 2 grand. Find an editor, $500, 1,000 a month, and they'll fulfill on 10 clients for you. Easy.
Yeah.
And then you're making 10 G's a month and you're just chilling there and you're just like, yeah, then you can go help spiritual artists if you want,
Yeah. Okay.
you can do
Gotcha.
it for free if you want to,
Okay.
because you're making bank.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Because like my mindset was like, if you go real niche and you're like the only one in that area, you're the only one in that space, you'll be able to charge like significantly more. But like you said, it's like passion. So maybe like
No,
charging.
no, it's not that. I mean, I understand the mindset, but it's like I cannot charge 20 grand, 25 grand to someone who makes $500 a month. Like, I don't care how niche I go.
Yeah.
It's like the price is dependent on the market too. Like, it's not, I don't just charge a price because the market is small. No, I charge
Yeah.
something because I know people can pay it.
Got it.
And maybe the reason why there's no one in the market is because there is no money in the market in that niche. Sometimes
Yeah.
being the first one is actually the wrong decision. So if I was you, I would find a way that I've already made money and then double in on that. I mean, it's the same. It goes back to the same thing I just told Shan. Content, guys. It's everybody's like this thing. I'm going to repeat it a million times, but I mean, it's up to you guys to make money with it or not. All right, cool. Who's next? Who's got a little
Thank you.
question?
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. Unmute yourself and then just share your question. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask people what their situation is. Zlatan, you want to go and share a little bit about yourself
Yeah, man.
and where you're at with everything?
Yeah, I'm just starting out actually. I'm coming from drop shipping, and
Okay.
I've been I've been in the business for a couple of years now. But I want to switch to something else, and I've had my intro call a couple of days ago with Hassan.
Yeah.
And before that, I was thinking of doing basically media creation for YouTubers. So take their content and put it on TikTok, basically. So that was my offer. But after the call, I kind of got confused because he told me a little bit more about the TikTok agency and TikTok ads. So now I'm really contemplating between my offer. Should it be TikTok or should it be media creation?
Okay, so what did you want to do at first? Can you repeat it?
So basically, my idea was to take YouTubers' content, like
Yeah.
shorts, not even YouTubers, Twitchers, streamers,
Mm.
take the highlights from it
Yeah.
and put it on TikTok. So basically, that way it's gonna, more publicity.
Nice. Okay. And what did Hassan said that it was best to do?
Well, we didn't really talk about that. We talked about he told me about TikTok ads. And
Okay.
when I heard about that, I'm not really sure like because in the TikTok ad market, I've researched a bit and there's quite a lot of agencies. So I'm really not sure what can I offer more that's gonna make me stand out, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. To be honest, okay, I'll repeat this again because I think I just mentioned it, but I didn't point it out. Just because there's more people in one thing does not mean that it's bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it actually means it's good because nobody would be in a like. Have you ever seen a good party that is empty?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It doesn't exist. If the party is crowded, it's because it's lit. So that's where we need to be, right? So it goes to the same point. But I'm not necessarily saying that you should always try to go in a crowded market. But for your offer, like cutting up content for Twitch and people who are streaming and all that good stuff, I think it could be a great angle. Now, the only thing is, I don't know how much money these people who do Twitch and streams make.
Exactly.
But you could find big people in that space and just do it for them. But you would have to do outreach and figure out the market response.
And also, I was thinking if I was to go that route, what would be the relevant? Because with you always say that it's really good to have your social media build up. So what would be the relevant content that you post when you edit videos?
Content is not going to be how you get clients.
Yeah.
It's good, but you're going to need to do outreach. Like for your offer. No, content is not going to be it shouldn't be your focus. My question, if I was you, I would ask myself, how do I find these people? Is there a way that you can find people who do streams? Like, is there like a hashtag or maybe on Twitch, can you find people's names, actual names, and find them maybe on social media?
I think there is actually. I mean, most Twitchers and YouTubers have their social media posted up.
Okay, cool. Then I would get you or maybe a VA to go ahead on each profile and then find them online and then send them a little offer and then maybe a short VSL and see if they're interested.
Yeah, that could be doable. But I was also contemplating if those people are making enough money that they're gonna hire someone to do TikTok for them,
Well, yeah, that's a question you have to figure out. Can the market afford to even pay you? And not only that, but it's like, what is the outcome? I mean, I guess they would be more famous or be more known and maybe get more streams. But my question to you is that an actual desire that they may have?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I got confused about the TikTok, because with TikTok you offer, okay, you will pay me this amount of money and I'll make you 5x that, for example, But with this offer, you're not really Like you can
No. That's not what I'm saying. This content offer can still be it. I mean, I'm paying for the content. I'm paying someone. I've spent a lot of money for content, right?
Mhm.
I'm not saying that content is not an offer that delivers an outcome. I'm just saying that does the market actually have the desire for the outcome that the content delivers? As an example, let me try to explain it in my scenario. For me, the more I get known, the more money I make, inevitably, right?
Yeah.
So I could still do outreach 100%. I make a whole bunch of money through outreach, right?
Mhm.
But the next level, the next money I could make, let's say 500K, $1 million a month, that does not come from outreach, guys. Like, I don't care how good you are at outreach, you need to be known. Like, you need an audience, right? So
Yeah.
if you come and sell me content, I'm going to be like, oh shit, this is the key to me being more known and potentially getting to 500,000 a month, right?
Mhm.
So I have the desire for the content offer, right? But in your scenario for Twitch, do these guys have a bigger dream where when they get more known, will they make a specific amount? Or so it's like the desire have to come from the market. You can't just create desire. Like it
Yeah.
starts with the market. You can't just be like, oh, this would be good to do for you guys, but the people that you're trying to help don't have any desire for the thing that you want. Like
Yeah.
that's how you go. That's how you stay broke, guys. So for me, the content offer, I might even say that it's even better potentially than the ads one, because what you guys don't understand is that for ads, people need to have money to pay for the retainer as well as the actual ad spend itself. So there is actually more friction to it. So, but the content offer, all they have to do is just pay you and maybe spend an hour a week, an hour a month to give you the content, and then you just repurpose it. You get an editor for cheap, and then you just make your profit.
Yeah, it's not even that they have to spend because they already have that content out,
Exactly. So it's like it's frictionless. That's why for me it's like I'm trying to get so many people on this offer. I'm trying to because it's probably the best lifestyle business that you can have. But because it's so easy, right? And what you guys don't understand is that like if you can consistently get someone content and post it online and it gets like 3,000, 5,000 views. I had one TikTok go like to 200,000 views, and I had people messaging me every day. Hey Serge, can you teach me how to make money? Can you teach me how to make money? I was like, no, I don't teach people how to make money. But I mean, that itself, I was happy paying money for, like it could have
Yeah.
I would have wanted to have that because it's like, how, when you're on your phone or when you maybe receive a message from someone that you like, someone that you love, or someone that whatever you're interested in, that dopamine hit that you get,
Yeah.
like that's even better than making money, right?
Yeah.
So you're
The cloud
delivering
is.
that through content and through being known to people, right? You're like Instagram. That's essentially that's the hook model they use to get us addicted to social media, right?
Yeah.
So you're tapping into that process in your service. Because guess what? The month that the agency does not deliver any return, they're getting fired.
Yeah.
For you, as long as there are users on the platform, you're not getting fired. And as long as they don't learn that there is an editor doing it for you for $300.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, guys. Yeah, so yeah, so I would suggest that for that. Callie, you said that you like this offer more than yours. Which part though?
I like that it's so simple that you can just completely give someone else a task without like
Yeah.
having to actually go and create the content. Because right now my offer is like actually going to create the content and like distributing it. And honestly, that just seems like a lot more work than like just
100%.
and it's a lot easier to sell it because you're able to say like this amount of audience will give you like this many more followers. Versus for me, it's like it could
It's
give you more,
definitely,
it could not. Like, it's got it all
yeah,
bit.
yeah, 100%. Yeah. But yeah, right now you know, we said that you would go after like, you know, hotels and, you know, resorts. Now, if you wanted to align this to, because he was interested in going after, you know, like people who do streams. Oleg is, I think what you were helping, it's brands who reached out to you. Who was the person who wanted creators? What
So it's a local company that actually sells gloves.
that sells gloves?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But Callie, so for you, we'll have to pick like a different niche. So as an example, so the niche that I personally think is pretty good for short form content, it's really like these business influencers. Anyone who's actually actively posting content online, right? So anyone who's teaching people, anyone who what like the more known they get, the more money they make inevitably. Like people who sell information, people who yeah, really, like any coach consultant, like it's a winner. I mean, Leilani, she closed a 2.5K deal, and I think she's the client is sending her the deals and no, the content, and then she's just editing it up. I mean, she's not doing it, she's partnered up with someone in the program who does the editing and then sends it back to the client, and then they post it on Instagram. And I think they're getting like 5,000 views on their first two posts on each, or at least on one of them. So like if you want to push this one, I highly suggest it. And it could be a lot easier for us to actually get you dialed in, because we already have a few offers, that a few people who've made money with it.
Okay, I will consider it. I was actually thinking about maybe jumping onto like travel agents, like people who are trying to like help organize the trips because they're trying to sell a product, and they're like kind of similar to what you were talking about. Because I saw someone actually had run ads for their travel like trip planner agency.
Yeah.
And it was doing really well. So might travel.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's good. That's good. If you want to stick to the things that you like, cool. That's good. So it would probably be content offer first, and then if you want to introduce ads, that could be also one thing. But yeah, content offer, easy. It works pretty great.
Okay. So do you think maybe I should just switch into like broader, just like in any influencers who are trying to gain like a following through TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Influencers, so like anyone whose business model relies on audience, 100%. The only people that I wouldn't try to like to push this content offer to is people who have such a small ticket to sell, like a low ticket product. It's going to be hard for you to, I mean, to be honest, it would still make sense if they want to just become famous and they want to become known like that, they'll still pay for it. But travel agencies could be good. Influencers could be good, because some influencers could still sell higher ticket stuff, right? Another one is people selling, courses or programs, easy money too. So it's like, what I want you to do is I want you to maybe take time, just go on TikTok, go on Instagram, look at who's creating these TikToks and Reels, okay? And you sell it back to the same people. You don't go out there and just hypothesize, think, and come up with a niche. You don't do that. You go to the niche that's already doing what you want to do, and you go and sell it back to everyone who's not yet doing it. Okay? Because that's really it. It's like I've used this example before, but if I had to start selling Porsches today, right? And I'm like, fuck, I need to sell $100,000 car. I need to sell $250,000 car. I will not go on the street and knock on everybody's window and be like, hey, do you want to switch this car to a Porsche? Nobody will be able to buy it. Nobody will want to buy it, right? So what I would do is I would instead go in the CRM of Porsche, of the dealership, look at everyone who's purchased Porsches before, and I would just call everyone. Hey, we have this new car. I see that you're still driving the 911 from 2017. Do you want an allocation for 2023 model? And guess what? The closing rate is so easy because they've already spent money on it, right? So same thing for you. You want to sell a content offer? Go find people who are already putting out content.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, have you gone on a call with Reg yet for your outreach team?
I have not. She just told me that the VAs are ready to go, and then she just sent me the emails and told me to email them.
Yeah. Yeah. I want outreach to start for you, because I think once you see the responses, you're gonna get clear on like, you're gonna get, oh shit, it actually is working. When you actually start getting strangers get back to you and be like, oh shit, I wanna learn more. Because that's what you need right now. Like, yeah, if you keep switching stuff, you're gonna
I know. Oh my God. Well, I like designed my entire like outreach Instagram to be like travel related. So now I need to like redo that.
Cool. No, you don't have to redo anything yet. Like, literally just start outreach, maybe go to influencers in a traveling space, right? But don't change anything for now. Just don't change. We can start outreach even if the profile is not something that's optimized like crazy well, because people will still respond. If the message is good, if the message relates to them, people will be good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, let's start it. But yeah, thanks for jumping on, by the way. Jason, what's up with you, man?
What's good, brother? My apologies for just lurking earlier. I'm usually not the type of person that just like asks a ton of questions.
Yeah.
I have my call scheduled with Hassan this Friday.
Nice.
But I guess what I want to know is, I've been watching YouTube content, and you were talking about how, you bought Iman's course, and then you were trying to sell Facebook ads, right? To these e-commerce businesses. So I was just wondering like what that was like, what your struggle was, and what you really tried that didn't really work.
Facebook never worked for me because how can I say this? I mean, I've already covered it a few times, but the thing with Facebook ad is, one, the market has already been pitched so hard with Facebook that when you go to sell to someone Facebook ad, it's the same thing. It's like, you're not going to promise them something new because you just got started in the game, like whatever offer you can think of, someone has already thought of it a million times over, right? And then the second thing is that you have 3,000 people, which relates to the first point. You have 3,000 people in the same course as you. And, probably Iman is going to keep selling the same offer because that's his expertise, right? So he would not. The reason why guys like Iman or anyone out there helping agencies get started, the reason why they can't tell you to go switch to TikTok is because their whole courses are related to Facebook ad agencies, right? So for me, I think the market was already numb, right? Like I just made an interview with Lashazar, if you saw the last one, but he was at 7-8K a month in January, went back to 6-7K in March before joining the program. And he was having a hard time getting people to respond on him through emails, right? We got him to introduce TikTok and he started getting replies, and now he's at 50K a month 4 months later. And he's been in the game for months, right? For years. But for me, the reason why I switched the agency was because I started realizing that it's like, even if I end up getting a client, it's so hard to actually retain them, because I was helping coaches and consultants build video sales letters and run ads to it. First of all, the client was complaining that he didn't have money. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Then how the fuck do I fucking make money? So I was forced to do outreach for him. And then every other person that I would want to help scale, it's like, there are a lot more people who are struggling to make money than people who are actually making money, right? So most of the people who will be interested in jumping onto your Facebook ad offer will be people without money. Now, the thing is, with Facebook, you need a whole bunch of money. You need so much money that you don't even care losing money, right? We've made over 7 figures in the last year, and I've only spent $8,000 on ads. Was it because I can't spend more money on ads? No, it's because I was not ready to risk money in like stupidly, right? In an efficient manner, right? So I think for me, if someone wants to try to sell me Facebook ad, cool, I might buy it. But when I was making 20K, 30K, 50K a month, I would not have bought it, because you have like the first 15, 30 days of you have to figure out the winning method strategy, and you have to hope that the strategy does not change when the platform, the algorithm changes too. So it's like there's so many variables that you can't control. And that's why, it's hard to be an amazing advertiser. I mean, the only people who are really great at making money with their agency are people working with people who were already making a whole bunch of money before, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're
So I
saying
just,
oh, sorry, you're saying the TikTok offer is different? Because I know on TikTok you still do have to test and find that winning angle, audience, creative, right?
yeah, but you're not selling just TikTok ads. You're selling also UGCs. You're
Mhm.
selling the content thing. The reason why TikTok is a lot of, I mean, to be honest, TikTok is just because more people will want it. I'm not saying that it's easier. No, it's not easier at all. But it's easier because once you sell someone and they give you money, you can be like, hey, we're going to need TikTok, but also Facebook for retargeting, because Facebook is more thorough when it comes to to the actual tracking and all the good stuff, right? But no, you're going to face the same issues, but at least you're going to get more people wanting to sign up. So an example, it could take you 3 months, 4 months to sign one Facebook ad client, but it's going to take you maybe 2 weeks to sign one TikTok ad client. So let's say you sign a client or one client to 4 clients every month. Even if you're churning like half of them every month, at least you're retaining 2 clients, right? So you actually you're kind of like creating margin for error or for failure, but it's okay because you know how to. It's like I'm okay losing money because I know how to make a whole bunch of money, right? I can go with the offer with a mechanism that isn't as great because I can afford to lose clients because I know how to get a bunch more clients too, right? So it goes back to the same first thing. It's like, don't go to a market that's hard, that's sophisticated. Go to a market that's new, because if you're getting started, then you need fast success. You don't need slow growth. I mean, I don't know about you. Do you want to get rich slow?
I'm good. I'm good on that one.
Oh, perfect. Then I would choose getting rich fast any time of day, even if the thing you're selling is not good. Because what most people don't understand is that even if you were to start with Facebook ad, you're not going to be good, right? But guess what? Do you know what makes you good faster? Is having money to pay other people who are better than you to solve the issues that you have. As an example, if let's say we have a lot of customers who sign clients like 5K a month, and maybe it's their first customer, right? And maybe they don't know shit about the actual service delivery. Well, guess what? They have $5,000 and they can allocate $2,000, 2.5K to someone who's at a higher level, a white label partner or blah, 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 someone who's built the infrastructure. They come in, pay the money, problem is solved, go find another client, pay it. And then as you solve these problems a lot, you're going to get more knowledgeable and you can now start solving it for yourself. But most people most people make this mistake of like, hey, I want to wait until I'm really knowledgeable before I can sell someone. I'm like, hey man, until you have money in the bank, you're not going to be smart. You're going to be dumb for a long time. You don't wait until you're smart to sell people. You sell people, you make money, and then that money is energy to buy knowledge or to buy services. Yeah, cool. Anyone else want to go in and share some knowledge? Bianca, how's everything on your end?
Yeah, going well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing.
Yeah, you look like you're doing well.
Yeah.
You looking forward to Spain?
Yeah, Spain. I have to go to Spain, relax a little bit.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm heading to Greece next month, so
Oh, nice. Are you trying to come through Spain?
I was thinking about it, but I have too much on, to be honest, to be jet setting right now. In the process of buying a house, so
Oh, really?
yeah,
Nice.
I know, right?
Congrats.
Thank you. Doing the whole growing up thing, getting married, and all of that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Cool. How is everything on your end? What offers have you been pushing? We haven't spoken since I think it's been a minute since we last got on a call.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I've built a whole back-end infrastructure for UGC database, being that middleman between agencies, brands, and then obviously the TikTok offer as well of supply of the content and the ads as well.
Nice.
But yeah, so working hard on that to build it out, build the community around it, and you know, make sure that we're the first people think of when it comes to UGC.
Yeah. Has it been easier for you to win, to scale since you started it, or?
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, the market is heading towards, you know, video, TikTok especially, but Reels now as well. Like they're being pushed really hard with Instagram as well. So that video format is so imperative to the growth of any brand. So that you know, it's easy. It's an easy sell. No one has the time or the ability to build out the database because it is time consuming. It's a lot of effort. But then, you know, like I said, if we want to offer the ads as well as UGC, we've got 3 revenue streams there. We've got agency owners, we've got brands themselves without running the ads, or we've got the ads and the content supply. So yeah, it's going well.
Nice, amazing. Yeah, great job on building it.
Appreciate it.
Cool. Did you have any question or none?
No, I'm just here to hang out. Like I said, I haven't seen or spoke to you for a while, so I thought I'd join the party.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, cool, guys. Anyone had any last questions before we end this bad boy? All right, cool. So that'll be it for today. I'll probably think of doing this maybe sometime next month, just, you know, a little something. But thank you guys for joining. Thanks, Brandon. You're not sleeping or what? Yeah, thanks guys so much. Have an amazing day, and yeah, let's get to work.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.